Sup flappers, welcome back to another video. So we're 9 months into playing Genshin Impact, we're moving into our 10th month, and I gotta say, for the entire duration of playing this game, I have been a Keqing main. And while at first it wasn't by choice, she was my first character, she was pretty much the only 5-star I had, and with the new 5-stars, I didn't even get a lot of main DPS. And really, at that time, I didn't really know what I was doing or how I wanted to pursue this game, so I just played Keqing. And over time, she has definitely grown on me. She has shown to me that she is worthy of people actually dedicating the time to play her. So in this video, I want to share with you two of the main reasons why I think Keqing is worthy of people maining her. Without further ado, the first reason is her diversibility of combat. Now, what the hell does that even mean? So what I mean by that is, there are many ways that Keqing can deal with enemies. While people always just say, well, Keqing is very boring, she's so boring to play, it's literally just charge attacking. Well, yes, you are not wrong, but if we're talking about Keqing just attacking, then you don't really get the full access to her kit. Now, what I mean by that is, yes, charge attacking is the centerpiece of Keqing's skill set. It's essentially what she deals damage with. However, there are many different situations that can garner or demand different types of charge attack combos. Now, this is where we kind of shy away from just the casual Keqing players where you just spam charge attacks to the more dedicated players who knows what type of charge attack combo sequence to use in what situations. And you might be wondering, well, why the hell would I want to do that when my Ganyu can just charge attack and kill the enemies, right? There's no need to learn combos and memorize different attack sequences if our goal is just to kill the enemies. So yeah, but you know, with currently everybody is getting to the point in the game where you should have a unit or two that's completely outscaling the game. So I'm talking level 90 character, level 90 weapon, and most likely a 5-star weapon if you have one, right? We're getting to the point where you might even have a couple spare constellations on them if they are the standard banner units like Keqing, Jean, Chi-Chi, Diluc, Mona, whatever. And for me, it's not fun, man. It's not fun just killing enemies with one shot, going in with the Hu Tao, going in with the Ganyu. It's so boring. It feels like it makes a game more grindy than it needs to be. I need games to have resistance. I need to feel like I'm working for what I'm getting. And is that just a very roundabout way of saying that Keqing doesn't do a lot of damage? Well, if that's how you're gonna take it, I guess that's what I'm saying, right? It doesn't mean she's bad. Listen, if it takes my Hu Tao 20 seconds to kill a boss and it takes Keqing 35 seconds, it doesn't mean Keqing is bad. It just means Hu Tao is better. I mean, everyone in this game works, right? That's why we got dedicated mains for people like, of course, Keqing. We got Jean mains, we got Amber mains, Barbara mains, right? You go on the subreddits of all these characters, they have dedicated mains, and we all play these characters for different reasons. And currently for Keqing, while her damage definitely isn't through the roof, she also offers you two ways to play her, which are both meta, right? Entirely, fully kitted out. We got the physical DPS build and we got the electro damage build. They're both viable. They're both free to play friendly. And of course, with the current Pale Flame edition, she's just gotten stronger with physical damage. And of course, going forward, we are going to get that electro buff, which will make her electro more viable. Remember, Keqing also doesn't have great reactions to work with, unlike some of the other OP characters. So it's really just her. And going back to that previous point, saying, well, it's just charge attack, it's so boring. Saying Keqing is all about charge attacks is just like saying a sport like boxing is all about punching. While you are not wrong, technically you're not wrong, it's really watering down and making it sound way worse than it actually is. There's a lot of technique involved and there's a lot of practice that goes into making her work. What I mean by that is, if you give a complete stranger, a new Keqing player, the same artifacts as a Keqing main, and you let this new player to go watch a Keqing video, learn all the combos, all the sequences, and then you have them do a DPS test, of course the Keqing main is still gonna smoke the new player, because of course they would, since Keqing isn't just all about charge attacking, right? It's the same situation if you let someone go watch some boxing videos, wear boxing gloves, and then step into the ring with a professional boxer, you're gonna get the lights knocked out of you. It's the same reason. It's the same with all these other mains in Genshin Impact. You can't simply just pick up a character and be like, oh, look at me, it's so easy. It's not that easy. And with that said, once you do know what to do with Keqing, you can take her pretty much anywhere. Her current DPS kit is suffice enough to let you deal with all the possible threats in the game, and it lets you feel like you are actually in the thick of it, struggling to earn your victory, while you're not struggling completely, like you are literally one shot away from getting killed all the time. You do feel the resistance, and personally for me, that just makes it so much more worth it to play her, to main her. Now, I do have Ganyu, I do have Hu Tao. Do they do a lot more damage for her? And when I'm in a rush for time, do I run to them instead? Of course. But when I do have the time, when I do sit down, hey, I have a couple hours to give today, let's play with Keqing, let's stretch the game out a little longer so I can get a little more for the current amount of resin that I have. And Keqing is great for that. So that's reason number one, is combat diversity. She can engage and fight in many different ways, and there's the learning curve with her combo, right? So now on to reason number two, which arguably I think is more important. And that is a very well-established fan base for her who not only, enjoys playing her, but also does a lot of calculations and testings for her. So she has a lot of data related to her. And if that's something you're into, you need guides, you want to optimize her builds, and of course, her playstyle. There's so much resource you can go around, and you can take your time learning every bit of her character and mastering her techniques. Unlike if you wanted to play, let's say, main DPS Mona, I'm sure there are guides out there for main DPS Mona, but I can guarantee you they're not going to be as in-depth. There's not going to be enough calculations to answer all of your questions, whereas for Keqing, pretty much any question you can have, likely somebody already answered it just on the subreddit alone. If not, a YouTube video most likely answers a lot of those questions and concerns regarding Keqing. The love for her is there. I'm not the only one, and trust me, we're not all crazy. There is a reason why she still currently has the most members on the subreddit. She's just very easy to pick up for beginners, but for masters, there is a lot more depth for you to devote yourselves to learning. So she's that special character which the beginners find her very easy, and this is where people said, oh, I've tried Keqing, I have Keqing. She's just charge attack, so easy. No difficulty level at all. And of course the masters being like, well, she has variance, she has a difficulty ceiling that's higher than a lot of other characters. She's more than meets the eye, and that's what makes her worth playing. Currently, I'm actually really excited because I do think Electro's gonna get buffed eventually. So that'll probably push her a little higher. Higher than Hu Tao? Absolutely not. Higher than Ganyu? Probably not. So we'll just make her a little more relevant in the game state. And that's gonna be enough for me. So thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of video, because I make videos like this every single day. Join my Discord, links in the description, where you can still find a ton more people to play the game with. And until tomorrow's video, urge you all to stay safe and peace.